Hi guys, welcome back to another video. So last week's video was a release on the BMW, like showing that I've got that now, is a project car, and now this video, which you'll see from the title, is another project car. We don't mess around here, we're just kind of getting stuff done, or we're getting stuff in place to get ready for projects to take on place throughout the rest of the year and however long it's going to take to do them. Before we get into showing you the car itself, which you probably would have seen a thumbnail photo, which would be like a little photo or whatnot of the car, a bit of history on the car. I don't know a massive amount on it, but from what we were told from the owner, it used to be a drift car and it used to have a, I think it was, pardon me, a 1JZ in it, so it has got 1JZ engine mounts. Sorry, oh, just woken up, so my chest is squiffy. Anyway, so as 1JZ engine mounts, there's no engine, no gearbox in it. It's fully stripped shell basically. I think the last time it was on the road was 2012. So I mean that's a long time. It's 10 years. It's been sat in people's garages. It's kind of just been passed around. It's one of them cars that people have bought. They've gone like, wow, an RX7. I'm going to buy that and do it up, and then they haven't. They've just kind of sold it, and it's just changed hands quite a lot, it seems. And hopefully we're going to be the people that can restore it, make it look nice, and just make it functioning again, because it's clearly been a while since it's done that. There is some threads as well online apparently, and I think it's the Driftworks threads of this car of when it was built, which I will be looking for, and maybe we'll refer to in possibly future videos if I find that, and I can just be like, look, this is the car what it used to look like and all this sort of stuff, which is really cool. Something I do want to find. Here's the bumper for it, because that's currently not on the car, obviously. But it is out here. I will show you it now, just because that is the main thing of why you want to watch this video, is to see the next project car. Just want to reiterate, this is Craig's car. This is mine, this is Craig's. My only involvement in this was fetching it from Thetford. So where we are located, it took us, we left at 1:30 and we arrived back at 11:30. So it's a bit of a trek. But Craig was persistent, said that he wanted it, so we went and got it. First thoughts of it visually, the paintwork itself looks pretty good. I mean, this is a 1980 something, late 80s I think, I can't remember. It's got standard S14 front wheels. The back wheels are some split 3-piece things apparently. Can't remember what they're called, the man was telling us though. It looks a bit sad at the front because there's no front bumper on it, but obviously we've got that, so it makes it look slightly better when that's on. Pop-ups, you can see the lack of engine and stuff. I don't know how dark that'll be on camera. Let me try and flip my screen so I can see it. There you go, you can see everything. But yeah, I mean, if you've seen a car that's stripped out before, there you go. Just no engine, no gearbox, not really any wiring. There's just random bits which have just been cut off, which I don't know what they're for, to be honest. Probably going to get stripped to bare shell and kind of start again. Obviously it's not my car to say what the plan is, but I can just sort of give you a quick rundown of what I would think the idea is. Obviously I'll be documenting all this, and Craig will be doing the same. But it's just sort of, I wanted to film it whilst it was raw, because I've literally just dropped it off last night and I've nipped down this morning just to give you a quick sort of overview of it, because Craig is nipping down later to clean it, which you could be like, oh, you could film it when it's clean, but I was like, no, we're getting it as it's came, which it's not awful to be fair. I mean, the last person's obviously cleaned it at some point, but not for a while because it's very dusty, hence the handprints and stuff. I just want to sort of show you the body condition, because it really isn't that bad, to be honest, for saying how old it is. The wing mirror and stuff like that, as you can see, the interior is not in, but it's in the car, if that makes sense. So it's not where it should be, but it's somewhat in here. I think most of it is here, like we've got the dash. It's maybe a rear bumper, I want to say. There is the rear lights in here. They look really good condition. There's some sort of wiring actually here. I've lied to you. There is some sort of wiring. Don't know what that is though, or what loom that'd be for, especially if it had a JZ in at some point. There's a wing mirror. Just lots and stuff, like centre console. I think there's door cards, which that'll be one of them. There's a lot of stuff. I mean, it's definitely not going to be a 5-minute job. The handbrake doesn't work on it. There's currently a pedal missing in it. So we've got two. I think I'd shoot, well, it's the brake and clutch pedal that's there. The brake doesn't work either. But we got a steering wheel, that's a win. I mean, the Beamer didn't come with a steering wheel, so this has one thing over the Beamer, I guess. Inside-wise, though, like, in terms of like rust and stuff, it really isn't that bad. I think this has been stored in someone's garage or something for a long time and then moved to the person. The person that's had it, that we got it from, had it for a year, I believe they said. So they've bought it, probably realised how much of a nightmare it probably is going to be to put back together, and then flogged it off, with the current jack prices being a fortune. So it's now in our hands, I suppose. This one DB did when we were getting off the trailer, which made it extremely hard to push because there was only me and Craig, and with no brakes on the car and everything. Luckily we have like the manual winch things, we kind of rolled it back slowly and then had a nightmare pushing the car, but it is what it is. Besides the point, I mean, these are the wheels. Couldn't tell you where they are. They're not in amazing condition. The lips look worse than what they are just because the paint's all chipped on them. There's no unfortunate sticker in the middle to tell what wheels they are, but the man was like, yeah, they're these wheels, and I was like, cool. But they weren't ones I can remember. They look kind of similar to like a work wheel that they do, but I don't think they'll work because I would have remembered them. Could be wrong. Craig's anyway going to inform us on all this if you can remember them bits too. Day 2 at the garage. So this is her now after Craig spent a day doing bits. I mean, he's emptied the car. What have you actually done, Craig? We need probably you to tell me what you've... You can come and explain as it is your car, rather than me going, Craig's done this and that when he's actually here to tell us.
Yes, this is my shit box.
This is Craig's car. I haven't got 2 mics, so you can just kind of... If you stood next to me, I'd be able to...
Right.
You'd have to talk right there. You're close enough. Yeah, so tell us what you've done since we've seen it when we dropped it off. They've seen it basically as soon as we rolled off the trailer, dirty and crusty.
It's been cleaned, so it looks a little less bad.
Grim.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not on the inside yet, emptied all the stuff out of it, which is much stuff.
This is the first time I've actually seen it empty, because when I showed it on camera, the door open.
Yeah, that's all right.
Wow. Try not to hit the other pristine vehicle. But look, you can see the inside properly now. You couldn't see this before. Was the centre con? None of that was in actually.
That's
wow.
all gone back in.
I haven't actually properly looked at this.
It's not permanently in, but I wanted to put it back in before I did the wiring loom, just so I know how it all goes and see what bits I'm missing, which isn't much.
Is the one that's on the floor already in?
What,
the one that runs there? Is that already in?
So
yeah.
That's the bit of the harness that goes to all the lights in the rear. And
that would make sense. Yeah.
And the cables for the fuel
the
cap. And
drive shaft
boot.
and diff. So.
Yeah, welded diff.
Wow, drift car.
Drift car.
And the floor's not even rotted or anything either, which is nice.
No, that's...
Which is what people probably want to see.
It might look a bit rusty, but
surface bit, but it's not really that bad, to be honest.
It's all been jabbed at with a screwdriver very hard, and it is solid.
Very
surprisingly
official. So low to the ground, isn't it? Like that is the floor, and the floor is like literally here. Proper old school. It's built low.
Some sketchy stuff's gone down on here, I think, around the seat mount. So
oh wow, it's all questionable.
Done some ghetto stuff there, and they've cut the blocks out on the other side for some reason. So.
Fun. That sounds like craftsmanship welding that needs to be taking
sorting
place.
seats is going to be interesting.
Yeah, just bolt them to the floor, can't you? I mean, it's not going to be flat, is it? You need like chocks or something. I don't know.
We'll figure something out.
Yeah.
How hard can it be?
Nice to see that it's all stripped out properly now, though.
All the interiors there.
You got the rear lights in now as well, haven't you? Which they wouldn't have seen.
Loosely placed in, so I don't have any bolts nuts to fix.
I was going to say they were hanging on for dear. The bumper wasn't on either, was it?
No.
No, seal up.
That's gone on as well, yeah.
Proper, and they're in really good condition as well. Or at least they look it.
I believe these are Series 5 lights, which are the more desirable. I could be very wrong with that.
Means nothing to me, but I'm sure someone that watches this will go, wow, Series 5 lights. Look at the hydraulic boot struts.
Yeah.
They get that on some modern
I've not quite
cars.
got my grasp on which series is which yet, but I think these are the more desirable ones.
Okay, that's good to
The
know.
other generations have like black.
Oh yeah, a bit like the old Mustangs where they had the weird lights. Or at least that's what I
They
visualise.
look a bit funky.
Yeah. Wow, though.
Many assorted bits in here, I'm not sure.
Stuff. That looks
know
like a
what these
window
are.
thing, that does, like a motor for the window thing. Could be wrong.
I think it might be. I have a feeling that's for the pop-ups.
Yeah, it could be as well.
Similar to one, but I could be
Yeah,
wrong.
I've never seen the mechanism for that, but it could be.
I'm far from an expert.
What were you going to say about them? They look like kick plates for your feet.
I think that is kind of what they are, but I've not got around to fathoming them yet.
Yeah.
some anti-roll bars as well.
Wow.
Probably won't put them back in, we'll go for some nice upgraded ones.
Yeah. The roof's so thin.
Yeah, well, I believe, I could be wrong, but...
It looks like they've shaved the inside of it or something.
This seems to be... Or I'm pretty sure, as much as I know, this used to be a sunroof model that's had it cut out.
Oh, really? Is that... Oh, okay.
Which is kind of why it's a bit...
So that's why it's very thin metal.
Yeah. I could be wrong, but if it is, somebody's done quite a good job of it, because you can't really tell.
I mean, that'd explain how the roof looks where it has the
It's a bit
cutout.
funky, doesn't it?
Unless that's just what they look like, I don't know.
I don't know, I've never really pulled the headliner out of a car, so...
Well, especially not an RX7 either, so...
No.
I also told them about it having the mounts for a 1J in it as well.
Yes, it does.
And it having some like history with the forums that we will find,
Yeah,
and
we'll find that on...
it'd be quite interesting to sort of look through them and show everyone, because it's
Put my
just cool.
accelerator pedal back in. I
Yeah,
did find
that wasn't in. I think I pointed that out possibly earlier. If I didn't, then now you can see that's
it mixed
in.
in with the wiring loom in the boot.
Perfect.
Which is good.
It's not too dissimilar from the Beamer, is it? Actually,
It's not really.
I guess they're old though, aren't they? So they have that old look.
Attach my head wing mirrors lights so they don't fall off again.
That is loosely in there.
It's loosely in, but it's stuck in the mechanism, so it won't go up until we get power in it. I don't think.
It's not ideal, is it?
I think this is still open.
Let's see what engine you're running, my guy.
Wow.
Sheesh.
Flintstone powered.
Sick. But
Up there.
you're don't look up. Why is there rust or something?
There's a little bit.
Oh, that's all good.
Oh look, it's only a bonnet.
Oh, you're on about the bonnet or about something else?
The bonnet.
Oh, you mean there? It's only a
Just
bonnet, isn't it?
crusty,
It's
yeah.
weight reduction, that is.
Yeah, so 1J mounts down there. There will not be a 1J going back in this car.
No, he's doing it proper. And
Still
wants
proper,
the
we're having a 13BT in here.
proper brapping noises.
Yeah, there's the wiring harness that's been cut in 2 places, so...
So is the other half the one that's inside?
Yeah, so the
Right.
other half...
Why is it cut in half?
Goes in there. I'm not entirely sure, either because somebody wanted a very easy way to get it out of the car,
Unless they cut in half
or
and
it's been
mounted
cut
up
in
with the
half
other
and
harness for the 1J.
one might have been
Like
spliced
split,
into
yeah,
it,
could have
but
been.
I don't know, I'm not very good with wiring,
Yeah.
so I'm just guessing.
Definitely.
This was yesterday's job, trying to match all these back up, ready to put them back together properly. So we're
doesn't
making
look-
some progress.
I'd assume you're just going colour to colour, which
Yeah.
would make sense.
Which is, they all seem to match up, which is nice.
That's nice, yeah.
This car did have a welded cage in it at some point.
Really?
There's, I think the hole's down here for it.
Wow.
There's the mount on here where it's been cut off. And if we also go and look inside, you can see
That mounted. Oh, I can see it straight away on the wrist, like struck
down
there.
there's bits down on this bit here as well on each
Wow,
side.
yeah. Wow. Why would they cut that out? Probably just to cut it and sell
Apparently
it.
it was a really badly done cage, but
Oh, okay. I'd rather have a really badly done one than not. Actually, I don't know, safety. Should probably not say, oh, I have a bad cage. Yeah, fair enough.
this is, it is a Turbo 2 model as well. Proper one.
Wow. Don't know what that means, but someone will go, wow, Turbo 2. What is that Turbo 2? I'm assuming it's the
That's
Turbo
the Turbo models. They also did an NA model, which
Got
I
you.
have no idea what the NA one was called.
non, just 2.
I think it was just an FC. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Wow.
3-piece splits that is DB'd.
I think I mentioned the wheels, I can't remember, but yeah, do you remember what they were called?
Gewalt Evolutions, potentially.
We'll go with that, Qual Evolutions, possibly. Someone will probably know what they are. Gebster's here. He's always here. Every video we do, he's like just arrives midway through. This is great. Just anywhere. Not down here though, up there out the way.
Look, the Wish Tom Cruise has arrived.
Yeah.
But yeah,
This is the car. There's going to be lots of videos. There's been talk of potential Craig doing some of his own little video bits that we'll then upload later on of him doing stuff, because I'm not always going to be here to document, so Craig will potentially be doing some bits of, today I'm doing this, just so it'll be a bit more in depth than what I'll do, because I'm like, car and this. But Craig will be like, today we're soldering these wires together, it's for the harness, and then we're going to plug this in. And it's just a bit more technical than what I'm going to give you, so it should be quite good. Gebster, such a happy fella. But yeah, that's the car. All the other bits are inside, which you would have seen them dumped in, which we'll probably do something a bit more in depth at some point. I'll go back to selfie mode.
There's not too much interesting in there anymore.
No, it's just random stuff, so I'm not going to bore you with this is a door card and this is that, because they're just stuff.
There's not even that much cool stuff like that left. Most of it's gone back in the car. He's like, oh look, there's a heater core.
Wow, heater core. But yeah, this is the car. There'll be updates on this. Can't give you if it's going to be a certain set time frame. It's kind of as and when stuff's done, we'll film it and I'll just basically upload it. Also on Craig's Instagram, which is, what even is your Instagram name? It's like SKR.
S15_SKR.
That's it, S15_SKR. Just because he'll probably put like updates on there a bit more frequently than what videos will go out. Videos will cover it more in depth, but an Instagram story I'll show you what he's doing. Just if you're interested, really.
We'll cover the big bits, won't we, in the videos, and then I'll add all the bits that I'll do on there.
Exactly, yeah, it's just a bit more involved if you're just interested, as there's not many of these about, so it's nice to kind of see it. I mean, it's completely new to me, I don't know anything about them, so it's all good. Thanks for watching anyway. Until next time, guys, catch you later.